Key Digital, the experts in digital audio visual and control systems.
But without further ado, we would like to just go over some new product with you guys, some latest and greatest with Key Digital, and I'll let Jonathan open things up.
Thanks, Dan.
You got it.
All right, so
Let me get out of the way on the screen here.
no, you're all good.
So you
You
can
know. So the big push in the industry at this moment, of course, video over IP, right? So we have two flavors of video over IP. We call this system our Enterprise
I am the enterprise.
AV over IP. And what it's all about is replacing a traditional matrix switch with a network switch. It makes for systems that are much more flexible. You could have non-symmetrical inputs and outputs. What does that mean? In the old days, it was 4x4, 8x8, 16x16, 32x32, etc. Now you could just add one decoder for every display. So black box behind each of these panels in our training room here, mounted behind there. They get their power from the Ethernet, or there is also an external power supply. So one box per display of our IP922 decoder. And conversely, for every video source, there is a model KD IP922 ENC encoder. So one per source, encoders, one per display decoders. So for example, here in our training room, we have a 2x6 system. And so just two sources, six displays, two encoders, six decoders. In addition to just the non-symmetrical fulfillment that this brings, it's very easy with our system to add sources, displays after the initial installation. And that's been a pain point for some of our customers working with other products. They've told us that they've had to reconfigure the network switches. They've even had to reprogram their control systems by adding an additional source and display due to the way that the other products are working. Ours, you don't have to do that. So that's been a huge, huge plus. And another one of the big benefits is that the decoders are all can be part of a video wall if you wish. It's built in. We don't have a separate SKU for video wall processing included or not video wall processing included. So it's always in there. And that's been extremely popular in some really large operation centers, digital signage applications, etc.
So can we go back to that real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to point out, everybody, now what's really, really neat with this product, as Jonathan was saying, is video wall. Video wall functionality is really awesome because now you can take any screen on the market with an HDMI input and make a video wall out of it. So what happens is if you're looking at the image behind us, right? Too bad I'm not made of glass, right? I'm working on that. Working on new hologram technology for the next podcast that we do. But what's really neat is each source gets one of these encoders, and each screen is going to get a decoder. That's why we have it all color-coded here. So all these sources, like this one is blue, this one's purple, this is orange, you can actually pick and choose any input to any output, and you could even do full-scale video wall, which is really neat. So within this setup that we have over here, what's really cool is you can, have any screen. These are just regular entry-level screens that we have that a buddy of ours gave to us to put inside our training room here in Mount Vernon, New York. But the neat thing is you can do this with any screen. So hopefully you have the budget for, one of the premier, really thin bezel screens that are out there. But if you don't, you can take any screen. So yeah, it's got a little bit bigger bezel on there, but we can help you with that with the design on there as well. So it's really cool to have that. Now, Jonathan, when you talk about configuration and putting this together, how would we control it? Like, what's the easy way for us to be able to, if this is in someone's application, how do they get to use the product?
Well, so one of the easiest ways to do it is through the Key Digital app, where you actually can drag your finger to control the video wall. Very easy to manage it, essentially replacing what used to be tens of thousands of dollars in expensive computers and third-party control systems to make your video wall more dynamic than just showing one thing. So just as the color coding is there, you could break this video wall up into any sort of configuration you'd like, again with the drag of the finger from an iPad or an iPhone. What you really have to do, you start off by configuring your network switch. We have a full list of verified network switches on our website from really important partners and industry leaders like Cisco, D-Link, Linksys, and more. As you can see some of those names there. It's all downloadable on our website to see the instructions of how to configure that network switch. And then you are able to take the 922 and configure it with our key digital management software here, where we scan the network, we find the devices, and you can do things like enter your friendly names for each device, setting the ID number, setting the desired network settings, the IP address, etc., etc. Once you configure unit by unit, then it's time to build your system, and we do so here with either by automatically building the system or manual build of the system if you want to build a system that doesn't have all of the devices, where not all of your devices are on the network. And then it becomes time to control that system. So we can actually control the video wall here, or you can see we could also we have what is similar to the Key Digital app built into the PC. So AV professionals, AV IT departments not only have the app control, also they have a PC-based control system, or control interface rather, that is just for controlling the video wall only, not for configuring, so you're comfortable giving that to end users. And lastly, of course, as all Key Digital products are, fully controllable from our Compass Control professional system and other third-party control systems from the industry leaders, the Crestron, Extron, AMXs of the world, and more. So PC, third-party control, Compass Control, Key Digital app, we give more options than just about anyone else out there as far as I know of. And so that's all possible on what we give you on our training, on our website. And this is what people have done with this technology. Dan, you know better than most about some of these case studies here.
Yeah, so what's really neat with the 922, that's the product that we're talking about today, is you have a lot of different applications that you go into. So go into corporate installs. So as you can see here, you have 30 inputs, 18 outputs. So when Jonathan talks about the different kinds of matrices, you know, the traditional all-in-one 8x8 doesn't cut anymore. 16 by 16, 32 by 32. You know, you have projects out there that have different needs, different requirements. So what we're able to do is, based on the number of inputs, the number of outputs, have you set up with a network switch that gives you exactly what you need, and then every input gets an encoder, every screen gets a decoder, and then it all works together, you know, within the network switch, giving you full matrix capabilities. Here's a sports bar install. You know, as you can see, sports bars is a big part of the business for us. If you have a sports bar and you're watching, you know, reach out. We have dealers worldwide that can help you with installing all this. So don't feel that this is some crazy DIY project that you got to, you know, put together at 1 o'clock in the morning when the bar closes. We have professional installers that can come out, do the job, get everything set up, make it super, super simple for everybody to use, right from an iPhone, iPad, make it really, really simple. Let's see. This is 19 by 56, a job up in Montreal from a couple years ago, where they have signage throughout. 21 by 100, big casino project. So what's neat about this is you have 21 inputs, 100 screens, and then from there you can get any input to any screen, or the big game is on, you can hit one button on the iPad and have that one game code to all the screens automatically. So really neat to be able to have that. Training rooms, all kinds of corporate installations here as well for retail and digital signage. So really neat stuff. So what we want you to do is let us know what you liked about the show, what you didn't like, comment, like, share. Also make sure you follow us on all social media. We're going to be doing this again. We'll announce another day pretty soon. And if you'd like to join us live on the show, please let us know, because we have a couple special guests lined up for our next Key Digital Live, hashtag Key Digital Live. That's Jonathan. I'm Dan. These are the 922s. Thank you very much for checking us out, and we'll see you real soon.